Hi, I'm Kendra Hollandquist. Today I want to give you a persuasive speech. I want to persuade you that in the slave trade, the slaves that were brought from Africa to the Americas were actually descendants of Jesus Christ, the tribe of Judah, the fourth son of Leah and Jacob. As an African American, we don't know where we're from. We don't know where our descendants come from. We don't know our culture. We don't know the language that our ancestors spoke. We don't even know the last names. We don't know much. We're told we're from Africa. And sometimes when people want to be racist, they tell us to go back. Well, today I want to persuade you that African Americans do have a lineage, and we are from the tribe of Judah. We are from the tribe Jesus was born through. I have a map that was established in 1767. It's from the Emanuel Bowen map, and you actually can find this resource on the Stanford University. This map shows that the Africans who were captured in Guinea on the west coast of Africa, if you see how this circle, were from the kingdom of Judea, the slave coast. They have two different names because in the Hebrew language, the letter J did not exist. Jesus' name did not start with a J. It actually was Yeshua. So that's why the map has two different. As you would look close at the map, it tells you the Jews in Africa. And all the names that were on outside the map were the slave owners who actually took the slaves and brought them from Guinea into the Americas or the Caribbean. This map pinpoints that they knew who these people were. They knew who they were, where they were, and they were targeted and they were brought into bondage. Also, there was a poem that I received off the Troy University Library from Phyllis Wheatley. She wrote this poem and it's called On Being Brought from Africa to the Americas in 1773. She explained in the first sentence that stood out to me that she was brought from her pagan land. She knew that Africa was not the original home of her people. Also, on Troy University Library, I came across a book from Nicholas Bradburn. It was 2015 edition on Guyana factor slave trade and slave sales. How the Guyana slaves they played a major factor in the slave trade because they knew the valuable who they really were. They were the lineage from Jesus. The Bible is very a controversial issue. A lot of times when we see something biblical or something about the Bible, or even just a picture of Jesus, he's this white man or Caucasian man or an olive skinned man with blonde hair or maybe even like dark hair. He's considered white. But as I did my research, that's not true. I actually just showed you a map of the tribe of Judah, which that's who Jesus was born through. Deuteronomy 28 and 1 through 68 in the King James Bible actually explain the reason for the slave trade. It actually, if you read it, it breaks it down, and one part that really stands out. Deuteronomy 6 in 28, 68, verse 68, it talks about how he was going to send his people into bondage in ships. He actually says Egypt. As you know, Egypt means bondage because when they were in Egypt, that was a bondage place for them. He told them if they didn't keep his promise that he will send them in bondage. Well, slaves were sent from ships from Africa. Also, I want to let you know that everybody, that's in the Bible that was associated with these people, even the tribe of Judah or people of color. In the book of Numbers 12:18, the King James Bible, we learn about Miriam, which was Moses' sister. She actually got upset with Moses because he married an Ethiopian woman, a black woman, and not her. She was so accustomed to the Egyptian custom, she felt like Moses should have married her. So God was displeased with her, and he turned her skin white. Well, if Miriam was fair skinned or white, it wouldn't matter. So if I turn white, album looked very peculiar. So that lets you know Mary was a woman of color. She was dark, she was black. Also, if you go to the King James version of Song of Solomon, David's son, King David's son Solomon, who built the temple, he described himself in 1 through 5. He was black. I am black Macaulay. He also referred to himself as Kedar, which means black. You can actually go to the King James version of Acts 13:1, and it describes some of the disciples that walked with Jesus. Bartimaeus and Simeon, they were when they went to Antioch, they was considered Niger, which in Latin that means black or dark. They were called Niger or Negroes, and that's why on the Bowman map, when you research, it says Old Negro Land. A lot of times in history, I learned that a lot of things could be erased and the truth has not been told or unfolded. Reason being, I don't know, but I am glad that I actually found the truth of my lineage. I cannot say I don't know where I come from. And I hope that my speech persuades you to know that everything that we are taught is not true. You actually have to research this stuff on your own. And I appreciate you for listening. Thank you.